did, yeah. What is up, everybody? How is it going? Austin, don't tap that, please. Austin Prechtelevate Performance, coming at you live with Finn, Mr. Finster. What's up, bub? How's it going? You having a good day so far? You having a good day so far? Are you being shy? Hmm? Don't tap that, please.
Why?
Because it's a microphone and you could break it. Can you say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Are you feeling better today?
Yeah.
Yeah, you feeling better today? Stay at home dad in a little bit this morning, but as you were all tuning in, let me know how your day is going. Feel free to give the video a like so that way we know that you're watching. Today we're gonna be trying to talk about, we'll see with hopefully minimal interruption, how to be a more active parent, how to go from maybe what you would consider lazy parent to fit parent. All right, you bouncing? You getting out of here? You heading out?
I want to go watch my
You want to go watch your show?
yeah, but it's not coming on.
It's not coming on.
Oh.
Can you go hit the can you hit this button on the computer out there and it'll play it?
Yeah.
Okay, but you got to go hit it out there, not that one on mine. Go hit it out there. All right, hello from the gym. He is your twin. Yeah, he's something. he is something. So, all right. Well, I guess I'm gonna have. I thought I was gonna have a partner in crime on this live, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about this. Um, and I want to mention, guys. So a lot of times parents feel bad or feel like they're being lazy, and sometimes maybe we are a little bit lazy, but oftentimes too we got to think about it. It's like, why are we so tired, or why are we so prone to not doing the things that we said that we were going to do to reach our goals? And a lot of times it's not necessarily that somebody's lazy, right? I'm not, and I used this term in my live mainly because a lot of times people, we call ourselves lazy, right? We say that we're we're lazy parent, or I'm so tired of not having energy and things like that. And a lot of times it comes down to that. We only have so much energy and bandwidth that we can like use in a day, so we need to use it wisely, right? As parents, we're spread more thin than your typical person probably is, just because we're dealing with kids is exhausting sometimes, especially if they're younger, right? Because a lot of times we're used to kind of functioning as adults, right? And kids are not adults, and so oftentimes it's like asking the same thing over and over and over again, repeated, like question asking, always interrupting and things like that, and it can be tiresome, and it can be hard to keep your focus, and it can be hard to get a lot of things done because you're constantly trying to multitask and trying to basically do like damage control to make sure that your kid isn't getting into shit or whatever it may be. That's been my entire morning. So, yeah. And so, one thing I want to say, guys, is like, it's normal to be fucking tired. It's normal to be really fucking tired whenever especially whenever you have a young kid. But making sure that we're doing everything that we can to not be lazy, and to maximize our potential for getting closer to our goals, because it is possible, right? It is possible, to be a fit parent at any stage of parenthood. I'm assuming it from what I've been told, it doesn't necessarily get easier as they get older, but it's different. And so if but it is one of those things where right now I will say, talking to my kid now and raising my kid now at he's almost 4, is way fucking easier than what it was when he was like under a year old, or a year and a half, or 2 years, because he's more independent. He can feed himself. Like I'm not having to handhold every single step of the way. So having more time to work on me and to work on my goals and to work on my health and fitness, it's a lot easier, right? Bringing him along and things like that. So there's different stages to this, right? And I want to emphasize that there's different stages to this. And I can't speak from personal experience what the future stages are going to look like until they get here. But age 0 to 4, I got you. And then going on from there. But it's one of those things, guys, like, especially if you're in that like early stage of like 0 to a year, like, give yourself some freaking grace. It's gonna get better. But you might be sleep deprived, right? There are parents whose kids are bad sleepers. Some of that may be from routine, right? Some of that may be from routine. Other cases it's not. I can't speak to each person, but hopefully some of these tips I'm going to give you are going to help you have an easier time to be a fit parent or an active parent, and in doing so, reach your goals. And so, for me, some of the tips that I'm going to say here are going to be, applicable to you. Some of them may not, because, parents, some of you I know that follow me are parents to really young kids. Some of you are parents to, teenagers. Some of you are parents to, 20 something year olds. And so that is okay. Or even older than that. And that's okay. But, take, these little nuggets of wisdom and apply them to your own journey, because, there are pieces here that will apply to parents of all stages. Because a lot of these things, not only are super helpful for parents, but also super helpful for your average person going throughout their day to day. So the first thing I'll say is, you know if you have kids, try to include your kid on the things that you want to do. Try to include them in your workouts. Like I cannot tell you how many times whenever he was first born, and we didn't have a gym with a daycare, or the gym with daycare was closed and things like that. Where I literally used my kid as weights. Like I would lift with him. I would move him around. I would include him in my workouts. Now that he's a little bit older and he can go for walks and things like that. He's almost 4, and it's honestly like way freaking easier to get a workout in at home. Oftentimes he wants, if I'm doing it at home, like he wants to work out with me. He thinks it's fun. I got him a little like foam weight set that he can do with me. But like include your kids in this shit. Like if you're including your kids in this shit and you can do it, like if you have a gym daycare, like take full fucking advantage of that. I'm not saying don't do that. Like do that shit, because you're gonna have a more efficient and probably a better time and some of that relief time. But if you don't, include your kid, right? Include your kid if you go do cardio. Take your kid on a fucking walk. It's going to get energy out of them. It's going to probably make them easier to manage. And so, doing things like that, like, working out with them, if depending on what age they are, like, if your kid's like a teenager, have them work out with you. If your kid's younger, start to show them how to do some of those things, like lead by example, and prove to them that, you're doing, that what you're doing can be fun. Like make exercise a fun thing from them early on, and they're never gonna know the difference. That a lot of people think exercise isn't fun, because at the end of the day, this is something that we're doing to be like like it's self love. It's not punishment, right? And a lot of times people view working out as like punishment because I suck, or punishment because like I have to do this. But like you don't have to do shit. You don't have to do anything. You get to do it, and you're doing it because you want to be that next level better version of yourself. So include your fucking kid, right? If you can. That's a tip. That's one of the easiest things that you can do, is just include them. So take them on walks with you. Go be active. Do active activities. Don't just come home and watch a show or whatever it may be because it's convenient, because it's easy, right? And I will say, like, time to time, from time to time, it still happens, right? You'll have bad days here and there where you're just like, I literally can't even fucking think straight right now. I am so emotionally, mentally exhausted from whether you work or you're a stay-at-home parent. Like I've been there and been in both situations. Sometimes you're just really fucking tired, and it is easy to default and just be like, let's just watch a show tonight. Let's just relax and watch a show and eat or whatever it may be, and just chill, right? That is an easy thing to default to sometimes. And I'm not saying you're always going to be, like not, yeah, bub, take off your what? Your what? Yeah, sure. That's fine. um, and so, do you need help? Do you need help? No? Oh, okay. Bye. Oh, you got it? Well, come over here and I'll help you. You can't get the other strap? Do you want me to, fix it? You can't find it? Hey, look. Yeah, there it is. All right. uh, I see. Hi, Austin. Currently following 123 Magic, and it's been helping with having less frustrations. I love that idea of the foam weight set for the kids. I'm gonna have to look. Yeah, pretty cheap too. Yeah, I found it on Amazon. It's really nice, and he loves it. It's like a little bench set and a dumbbell set, made out of foam, and it's a fun thing. And even if I before I bought that, I made like out of a pool noodle. I cut the edges off. I cut like a pool noodle into like two pieces on each side, and just found like a broomstick and stuck both sides of those on it, and just gave it to him, and it is a toy, right? Like working out is play for kids. Kids play all the time. It's working out. Like there's a reason why like a lot of us adults get so like stiff and active, and our bodies freaking hurt and things like that. It's like because we stopped being as active. We started sitting a lot more for like in school, for our job and things like that. Like there's a reason why kids are like oftentimes like way more fucking flexible. It's because they're active and they're constantly playing and things like that versus us, who fucking sitting in my chair right now being sedentary as shit. And so, which I have a walking treadmill, and it's been very helpful. But so include your kids, right? Include your kids. Make it fun. Um, Another thing that I think is a helpful tip is like when you're playing, like play and be present, right? This is something I will say. I'll share a link, Emery. I'll make sure to send that link. But and this is something that's important, and this is something that I have to work on still too. Like, and I do work on it. Is like being present with your kid. Like take them to the park, play with them. I don't know what that was about. But actually play with them. Like actually like go on the fucking jungle gym with them. Walk around. Like do all that kind of shit. Like you might get hurt like I did a couple weeks ago, but that's okay. Like play with them. Be present. I'm bad about it too sometimes. Like it's easy to just like dick around on your phone while your kids are playing. But like play with them, be present, pay attention to them, like make that like your time to be together, and you're gonna be more active. And when you're more active, you're gonna get more steps in, get your net activity up for the day. Like that's good. That's what we want. And so start viewing like your play time with them as like an additional source of activity for you as well. For me, anytime it's if he wants to go do something, or if he wants to go to the park, I'm like, instead of being like, if I'm tired or whatever, being like, like that's kind of inconvenient, or like, oh, like, I'm tired right now, or oh, blah, 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 blah. I think of it and have the perspective of, oh shit, this is an opportunity for me to get more steps in. This is an opportunity for me to burn more calories so I can reach my goals quicker. Like, hell yeah. Like, I like to have that perspective, because we've all been there before, like where we're fucking tired and we're just like, oh my gosh, it's like your kid's talking to you, and it's like they're like basically like poking you in the forehead over repeatedly. Like we've all been there. But get out of that headspace and get into like a more like try to get out of that like environment and get into like switch things up. Like go to the park, go for a walk, do something like that, and view it as like a value add for both of you, right? View it as something that's going to help you reach your goals faster. And so that's what I do. So and don't stick around on your phone the whole time. Like be present with your kid. And again, this is this is something that I struggle with too sometimes, because what like literally everything I do for work is on my computer or on my phone and things like that. And so it's hard to get out of that habit and get out of work mode and get into like play mode, right? So um this is something that's huge and that a lot of you are probably really fucking bad at, right? And I'm just gonna be honest, this is probably something that you're all really bad at, and that you need to get better at, because it's life changing, and it can help big time. Plan your damn day. What's up, Brandy? Plan your damn day. Plan your damn day, right? Because what that's going to do is that is going to give you and your kids structure to their day. Plan your damn day. Just because you're a stay-at-home parent and you don't have like a typical job, you still have a fucking job, and you still need to be good at it, and you still need to be efficient at it, and you still want to make the most out of your day. Like so many people tell me, right? So many parents tell, and this is a frustration of mine, that I don't have enough time, right? Or I don't have time for a fitness journey. Or I don't have time to eat healthy. Or I don't have time for this shit. It's like you have plenty of time. You're just really bad at using your time on a day to day, and that's okay, right? Like I was fucking terrible at time management for a long time. Like I was really bad at it. I'm really good at it now. And I'm like, and like on the now that I'm on kind of on the outside looking in, right? I'm like, oh gosh, like I was horrible with my time management. A lot of you are probably pretty bad with your time management, and because of that, you're wasting a lot of time, that you could be spending, doing fun activities by getting your workouts in, or planning your meals and things like that. And this is not an attack on parents who have a lot of shit going on. Like we all have a lot of shit going on, but if you get good at your time management, you and don't view this as me like being like a dick or something like that, but view this as like a, oh shit, like this guy's telling me that like I have like probably a couple of hours in my day that I'm just not using wisely, that I could use for other things that I enjoy. Yeah, like you probably do. And a big part of that It's planning your day, being like because we're creatures of habit, right? Like humans are creatures of habit. Like we are, in our day to day, we do a lot of the same shit over and over and over again, whether we realize it or not. We do a lot of the same shit. We just need to start getting better at doing a lot of the same shit that's good for our goals, right? Because a lot of us are stuck in patterns, negative patterns of doing a lot of shit that doesn't serve us. We need to get into a place where doing a lot of these positive patterns that do serve us. And so a lot of times, a lot of people, in our day to day, part of doing that is planning it, right? If you plan your day, right, you're going to be way more prepared to succeed. And a big part of that too is picking a time of day that you're likely going to go to the gym every day. Being like, that is my fucking time to work out, right? That is whether I'm at home working out with my kid or I'm going to the gym for gym daycare to work out by myself so they can watch my kid. Whatever it is, go to, and it's not going to be perfect every day, right? But if you're 10 minutes late, who the fuck cares? Still go. If you're half hour late, who the fuck cares? Still go. Go at the same time every day and try to stick to that schedule. If you go like plan it in the morning and be like I go to the gym every day at 9 a.m. period, right? Not me personally, but in your situation, I go to the gym every damn day at 9 a.m. period. That's when I fucking go. That's my gym time. Give it a range, whatever, 9 to like 10:30, or that way you got some wiggle room or whatever. But like say it that is your gym time and go every fucking time. Don't be like, I'm gonna go today after I get my chores done or after I do this or after I do that. Like no, plan your day and build it around your gym time, right? Whether that's at 6 a.m. or 9 a.m. or 2 p.m. or whatever it may be, or during your kid's nap time, whatever it is, that is your fucking gym time. And you go at that time every fucking day, rain or fucking shine. I don't care. I don't care. Do it at the same time every day, and you're going to create that routine. You're going to create that habit, and then you're going to feel weird. You're going to start. If you miss it one day, you're going to feel weird as shit because you missed your. You're gonna be like, that was my gym time. I missed it. What the hell? I feel weird because you incorporated it in your life so much and created that habit and routine that it's just like that. That's the norm now. Not putting it off until the end of the day and then it doesn't end up fucking happening because you're so tired from doing all the other shit and you put yourself on the back burner again, right? Don't do that. Stop putting yourself on the back burner. Establish that time and go consistently every fucking day, right? And create that habit and that routine. So, and that's going to give you structure, and that's going to give your kids structure too. I've had people that I've worked with where, they like a stay at home parent, and they because they worked out so consistently, right? One day they were sick, but obviously they still had to take care of their kid, right? And the kid was like, "Are we working out today?" And it's like they were like, "Oh shit!" Like my habit of doing this every day has in a good way bled into my own kid's life, right? And they're expecting this because it's now part of their routine. How cool would that be? Like imagine that for yourself, right? Maybe it's happened to you, right? And you didn't realize and you're looking back now and you're like, "Oh shit, like, my kid like my kid, this is part of their routine now. Like they enjoy this, they expect this, this is what they want." And you're setting that expectation from such a young age. Like how powerful is that? Right? Like how powerful is that? Like you're setting your kid up for success like that. So, plan your damn day. And part of that is like having an anchor point each day for that's when I work out. Build if you Yeah, bub. Yeah, okay. You want me to can you come in here and I'll fix it in a minute? No? Okay. Um but but yeah, and so plan your day, right? Build your day around your gym time. Everything else will fall into place. You'll get all the other important shit done. Build it around your gym time. Make that the focal point. Okay, can you come in here for a sec? Just leave that there, but come in here. Come in here and say hi, and I'll fix it in a minute. Well, don't mess with it. Leave it alone for a sec. Come here. Can you come here? Okay, never mind. Okay. um, so yeah, so plan your damn day. Make that the focal point and the anchor point of your day. Okay. Take advantage of downtime. Take advantage of downtime or nap time or when your kid's eating or whatever it may be. Take advantage of it and like it's way fucking easier to get your workout in if your kid's watching a show while they're eating their food or if your kid's having nap time or quiet time. It's way easier to get a workout in during that time, right? Or if you notice like they're distracted or whatever, like get your workout in during that time. Take advantage of that. Don't use that as an opportunity to be lazy or to rest or to lay around. Like use that as an opportunity and be like seize that opportunity and be like, oh shit, like I've got a window to get my workout in. Sweet, like attack that, like go for it. Like make it happen. What's up, Jinx? Make that shit happen for yourself. Like take advantage of that downtime and utilize that as like your like active self care time for yourself. And that's gonna be really helpful. Like anytime, like if I can't get my workout in earlier in the day and I'm watching him, or something happens and I can't, like I said, get my workout in earlier in the day, you bet your ass I'm working out when he's down for his quiet time or his nap time, or if he's eating, I'm gonna get that workout done like ASAP because I want to take advantage of that and I want to get it done so I don't have to fucking worry about it for the rest of the day. So yeah. Another thing, timers. If you're going to go on your phone or be on your phone or watch shows or whatever it may be, set a timer because it is so easy to go down the rabbit hole on social media, especially on like TikTok and Facebook and things like that. Like you might just check your phone and be like, I'm just going to check my phone. And you'll blink and 15, 20 minutes will pass or more, right? Well, what happened to that 15, 20 minutes? Like, I don't have time, but yet you just spent like 15, 20 minutes on your phone goofing around on your phone, right? That's time that you can use. Recognize that. And I challenge you, right? This is and I like to say this, like look at your phone. There's a settings thing where you can check your app usage and it will tell you how much time on in the last day or within the last 24 hours that you spent on certain apps in a day. And I guarantee you it's going to probably say a couple of hours at least that you spent on your phone. At least. And so like that's a couple of hours that you could take advantage of for your own fitness journey, for your own activities, for being present with your kid and things like that. And so like recognize that. And a lot of you are probably going to be like, but that's my phone time. That's like my children. Like that's fine. If you value that more than, being active and reaching your goals, just say that. That is fine. There's like, that is fine. If that's what you make a priority, then keep making that a priority. But don't complain when you don't have time for your workouts and things like that. So, it's one of those things like that's a habit, right? Messing around with your phone, staying up late, watching shit on your phone before you go to bed or whatever it may be. Like that's a habit that's not conducive to your goals. Start to work on swapping that bad habit out for these other good habits, right? Because at the end of the day, and this is coming from me, like everybody could probably use a little bit less social media in their lives, because it's pretty just all the time, like in your face, like it's addictive, right? And it's made like that on purpose. But just be aware of that and like setting timers for if you're on your phone, like at the very least, like if you're getting on your phone, set a timer for like a half hour. If your kid's watching a show or you're watching a show with your kid, set a timer for like a half hour. And when that timer is done, switch it up, do something different, go be active, go play a game, like whatever it may be, like do something different. And also by doing that, you're going to help create structure for your kid that when that timer goes off, TV is done, show is done. Like we've done that with our kid, like at night, if we are watching like a Bluey or like Mickey Mouse or some shit like that, like before bed. It used to be like when TV was done, that would be a big like kind of like fit fest that would happen because I want to keep watching. I don't want to go to bed. But we established it's not mom and dad that are saying, shows are done, right? The timer is saying it. And kids get that more. It's not parents telling them what to do. It's the timer says show's time is over. And now, since we've started establishing that and using that for our kid, like when that timer goes off, he'll watch it. He'll be like, he'll be like, oh, timer's almost done, almost time to go to bed, and he'll tell us that. Or when it goes off because he may not have been paying attention, he'll be like, okay, time for bed, and he'll go. He'll he'll walk his own ass to bed. It's awesome. Start using some of these tips, some of these like things, and giving structure to your day and your kid's day. Everybody benefits from it. So, what? I'll fix it in a sec. Okay. Yeah, and then the last thing I'll say is, yeah, I already covered that last one. So going to the gym at the same time every day. So, yeah, guys. So those are my tips. Those are my tips and tricks for being going from lazy, right? I use that word, gingerly, because I don't think a lot of times parents are necessarily lazy. I think that we're just bad at managing our time. We're emotionally, mentally, and physically exhausted. A lot of times sleep deprived, a lot of times not very good at putting ourselves first. But by doing a lot of these things that I just talked about, you're going to be in a better place to put yourself first. So that way you're going to be able to spend more quality time with your kid. Because at the end of the day, quality over quantity like always wins out. Like your kid, and this is an important thing. It's like like think about the quality of time that you're spending with your kid, not necessarily like the quantity of the time. Like both have their place, but I want to make sure that the time I'm spending with my kid is being present in the moment, being active, being fun, leading by example, setting like the tone for what how to you know be uh, not successful right in life, but be you know have fun, be authentic, and doing doing what you love, and just making being healthy and active and fit like a fun thing and not like a punishment thing, right? So imagine if you had somebody, right? And I'll leave you guys on this. Like imagine if you had somebody, right, in your life, maybe you did from a very young age, that was a role model for you. Like imagine like when you were like 3 or 4 or 5, you had somebody that was like the coolest fucking person ever, like a real life superhero or real life like super person that just like was just like spending time with you and like working out or showing you that exercise could be fun or like being active all the time. Imagine if you had that like role model in your life or that like real life superhero in your life, right? You guys like and imagine how your life could have been different if they set you up right and set the tone for that in your life early on. Like where what path or what different way you would like where you would be in life right now. Imagine that, right? And now think about that you can be that fucking person for your kid, right? You can literally be that person for your kid in your day to day right now. Like you can literally start setting that example today if you aren't already. And by doing that, like you're being the parent or like the person or the role model that you always wish you had for your kid, right? Because at the end of the day, we always want our kids to have a better life than we had. We always want to help. We always want to you know provide to them what we felt like maybe we had a lack of. And that's one thing that I will say, like, time and time again, I am very, very appreciative of my dad for is that like he always like set that example for me being like the fit and the active like person, like going and taking me and my brother out to go whether it was play out in the woods or fish or go like go on bike rides or go do whatever, go play sports or whatever it may have been. Like he was always, we were always going out and doing stuff like that. Or, even I remember because like even when I was little, like I remember because I would take like he had a weight bench, he had workout equipment in our house, like he would work out all the time. Yeah, bub. Okay. And I would take like I remember even I would take like a golf. Okay, yeah. Can I finish my story real quick? Yeah. You want to come sit with me? You want to watch? Okay. Okay. Say hi, bub.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob. Oh, sorry. And so I still remember, like even from that young age, that I would put um, like golf balls in his weight bench. I remember like, and I because I just remember like him always working out and me spending time in there while he was
Come
working out.
on, Dad. Come on, Dad.
Yeah. And I would take like a golf ball and I would put it in his weight bench, which obviously got stuck, and like he would have to take it apart to like put it out. But oh, that's Daddy's mouse. And so it's just one of those things. Like I have core memories of that being him setting the example. And guess what? As soon as I was able to start working out, guess what I wanted to do? Work out because I saw my dad do it because that was a cool. Be careful because that was the cool thing because that was like what he led by example with. And so like imagine that for yourself, and I want to be that for him even more so at another level. And nope, don't show my medical information, please. And so, no, why do you want to touch everything? Huh? 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 You want to touch everything? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. All right. I'll be in there in a sec, okay? Okay. All right. I'm going to end this one, guys. But at the end of the day, imagine that for yourself. Like, you can set that example. Yeah. You going to be pouty? Yeah? Okay. I'm coming. All right. I'm going to end this one, guys. Other than that, though, oh, I'm coming. One sec. Other than that, I will talk to you all later. Have a great freaking winning Wednesday. Feel free to give this video a like if you got value from it. Let me know your number one takeaway. Let me know what you plan on implementing in your own fitness journey to go from quote unquote lazy parent, right? I'm not calling you lazy, to fit parent, right? To active parent. And I hope you guys got value from this. #replay if you're watching this later time. And I will talk to you all later. Bye, guys.